What is up, Joe McFo fam? How are you all doing today? We got a couple people in here. We got Ginger Cell says, I'm early. Yes, you are early. Thank you for coming. We missed you these last couple of weeks. We haven't had anyone to talk about Taylor Swift with. So I'm glad you're here. Megan, I guess I'm a mod now. Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you. I made you a mod. So congratulations. Manette says, hi. Mark of Art says, good morning, everyone, or good evening. Congratulations on the promotion, Megan. Yeah, it was kind of expected. I actually thought I did that already, but apparently I didn't. So, yeah, Megan, you have been promoted. So if people come in here talking mess, you can boot them, which has happened before. So, let's see. Amanda's in here. Good night. Hello, hello. Kathy says hi. All right, what's up, everyone? Thank you for coming. So, as usual, we are going to be doing some Shadowboxer stuff, and I just love the fact that you guys want to. Wait, let me turn this music down. I just realized you probably couldn't hear any of that. I was saying thank you for coming in and being so excited about Shadowboxer. So I'm gonna do a quick just head sketch because I'm a little rusty today. I got to be honest with you guys, and then we're gonna get to working on the poster. So I ended up last week, if you guys remember, I was struggling to get like the perspective right and everything. So I took a little time outside of the stream just to fix the perspective and get the buildings pretty close to what I was thinking of. And now we can just go full in and have some fun with it. And the other thing I will say, this will be my last stream of 2022. I'm not going to be here next week, obviously, Christmas, and I'm actually going to be out of town. And then the next week, I will also be out of town again. So this is the last time we're going to hang out for this remainder of this year. And it's a little sad, but we're going to come back 2023 real strong. So don't think that anybody's going anywhere. But yeah, so let me just quick head sketch to get a little loose. And then I also have a little surprise for you guys. I found some old artwork that is Shadowboxers related. That I think you guys all might like to see. But yeah, so everyone, how has your week been? How's your day been? I personally just came from the gym, but I didn't get a chance to finish. I realized I made a really big mistake. I didn't eat enough today, and it was leg day. And at a certain point, I was like halfway through my workout, and I started getting lightheaded. And I was like, oh, shoot, I made a mistake. So I got my banana peanut butter smoothie to remedy that. I feel much better now. I didn't get sick or anything. I'm fine, but made a big mistake. So if you're going to work out and do heavy stuff, make sure you eat first, please. Okay. So as far as who this character is, I am just sketching a photo reference. This could be a Shadowboxer character potentially. Who knows? That's one thing I'm starting to do. I'm just saving sketches that look kind of Afrofuturistic because you just never know when I need a background character or when I'm gonna need someone for the storyline or whatever. So she could be a Shadowboxer character. I don't know. That's not the topic of today's stream. Like I said, just warming up. Let's see. Megan says, Kathy, hello, my fellow cat lover. Are the cat people all mods? Why aren't I one, though? You want to be a mod? I'll make you a mod. I didn't know that you wanted that so badly. Hey, Megan and all cat guardians. That wasn't a specific theme to have the cat guardians. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Amanda's saying no. I assume that's to my announcement about it being the last stream of the year. I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to disappoint you guys. But we're going to come back strong with 2023. Don't you guys worry. There's going to be more streams, more videos, more Shadowboxers content. I was actually up really late last night trying to figure out different things for it, story-wise and merch and all that stuff, where I can picking out the best websites to sell stuff, because I have a lot of ideas, but I want to make sure I do it right, because I don't want to set up like 30 stores because I like the hats on this website better or whatever, you know what I mean? So which is a serious consideration because I want to make more Shadowboxers hats. Matter of fact, hold on, I'll be right back. talking about shadow boxers hats, I gotta represent, right? Especially for the last stream of the year. Amanda says, I'm drawing X-Men tonight. That's dope. I love that. When everyone is a mod, no one will be. Syndrome. Amanda says he's getting his hat. Yep. Yeah, you called it. You totally called it. I gotta represent. One of these days, you know what I really want to do? I want to get a Shadowboxers theme song made. Somehow. If any of you have connects to musicians and people who fit who know about making like lo-fi, not maybe lo-fi is not the best way to put it, just kind of like chill hip-hop music, kind of sounding like Jay Dilla or something like that, or whatever, just let me know, because that's the kind of vibe I'm going for. All right, so let's get this. And then she's got, I know you guys can't see my reference, but it's this girl with the mohawk, but she's got locks on the top. Okay, so we got Amanda drawing X-Men. What's everyone else up to tonight? Are we playing with the cats? Are we watching TV? Are we drawing along? Are we about to take a nap? What's the deal? I just saw a new movie last night. It actually came out a couple months ago, but it's called Intergalactic. It's a movie made by Kid Cudi. And I don't listen to his music or anything like that, but that was a beautiful film. I have to say, it's basically a rom-com. And what I liked about it was first off, the visual aesthetic was very much like Spider-Verse, for one. I guess that calls for a water break or hydration check. But yeah, it had a very similar style to that. All the colors were super, super vibrant, and you know, the music that was for the movie was based off of his album, which I thought was a really cool concept. So if you guys haven't seen it, I would definitely check it out. It's pretty fun. And the main characters are basically artists. Like, one's a comic book artist, the other is a photographer. And I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. We need more love stories with artists in there. Okay. Something about this head feels off to me. I think our face is too big. Okay. Guys, this has been my first my last class actually was on Monday. My last class for the semester. It's so wild. Usually I have to get off the streams at a certain time because I'm like, oh man, I gotta get ready for my class. But this is the first time I don't really have to do that since the semester started. So yeah, it's gonna be a weird. Which means I may stream longer than usual tonight. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. We'll see how you guys feel. Oh my gosh, Kat Huang is here. Yo, what's up, my friend? How are you doing? All the way teaching at another school. I won't say where, but y'all should know if you guys are fans of Art Prof, which I know most of you are. Manette says, came up with an idea for Christmas horror comics, so trying to nail down ideas and fix my furnace. That doesn't sound very fun, the furnace part, but everything else is cool. I use music from Lo-Fi Geek, a YouTube channel. My videos doesn't have restriction, and all he asks you is credit him in the description. No, I'm talking about like a theme song. Like it's not the music for this stream, although that would be helpful. I mean, like, I want a legit theme song. Intergalactic, it's a great movie. The animation was choppy though. I'm sure it was a budget thing, but it was gorgeous. I did notice the choppy animation. Yeah, I think it was. I mean, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful movie, but yeah, it was some choppiness. Amanda says, Kat Huang in the house. Before we do much, leave Jordan his likes. Yes, please give me some likes, y'all. I appreciate the likes, all the love. I need it. Not sure how long I can stay, but at least I got a little of last stream of 2022. Yes, you did, and we got the comment here to prove it. Good idea, Mark. I still got school in the morning. Honestly, I'm very tired. Haha, was zoning out watching random YouTube videos, and I saw you were streaming. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's all we need. That's all we need. Thank you for coming on, Kat. And I love that your username is so, or I'm sorry, username. The user profile is so easy to recognize. For the mod thing, I just want it to feel important. I'll make you a mod after the stream, bro. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. And then Ginger still says, I'm back and I have nachos. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Nachos. All right. So I did this quick sketch. Here's some others I did earlier today, like quick 5-10 minute sketches. She could turn into somebody. Any of these could turn into people. We'll see. But anyway, what I want to work on though is this poster. So last week, I started off with the basic idea, but I didn't get very far because the perspective was weird. So I figured out the perspective ruler finally. I think I had to make this triangle much bigger for the horizon lines or vanishing points rather. And I'm also still debating which pose I want to do because it was so pixelated here. I couldn't really tell what was happening. So I had to get another screenshot from my iPad. So I'm debating between this one and this one, which was close to done already. I don't know. What do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer this pose on the bottom or on the top? Because I mean, this one you get to see more of his face, and he's looking towards the title, you know. But also this one feels kind of like it feels dynamic because he's kind of going like. So I'm curious what y'all think, and I'm gonna catch up on comments while you guys give me a 1 or a 2. Do it like that. Wait, why haven't I heard of this show before? It's beautiful. Oh, you're talking about Intergalactic? Well, it's technically a movie. As for what I'm working on, I reserved Joe McPhil's stream for my comics. It's passion project time. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. Cat people taking over. Yeah, that's true. We got actual Cat, Cat Wong, and we got Megan, and we got Kathy in here. I don't know. Is anyone else a cat person? I don't know. Ginger Cell says bottom. Okay. Currently working on SB related stuff. Actually, ooh. Okay. Kathy, can you like message me and tell me what you're working on? Because if it's spoilery, I don't want you to put it in the stream. But if it's not, then maybe I'll say it. Farmer Fox says bottom. Okay. So yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So let's get rid of this. Move this up. All right. And then what we'll do, so I got this rough sketch, we'll just lower the opacity there. And then, what I should probably do, I don't really need to do this necessarily, but I'm gonna just pull up a quick reference of Javen's turnaround. Is this the right one? Yes, I think that's the right one. Okay. Oh, Kathy's doing some fan art. Okay, cool. Ginger Cell, Kathy knows spoilers. So not to put them totally on the spot, but of all the people who know the most about Shadowboxers as it currently stands, it is Megan and Kathy. So now I will say this: that does not mean to harass them. I don't want to hear reports back on people you guys messaging them on Instagram or whatever, going like, "Oh my gosh, I've got like 50 people asking me to spoil it." Don't do that. They're very nice, kind people, and want to make sure that we're not stressing them out too much. All right, so we got our reference up here. All right. Yeah, this is so much better because the last week I was struggling trying to figure out what this pose was. It was so pixelated. It's like, what the heck is going on? Like I couldn't tell the forest from the trees with them. So I get to. I'm resketching him also so I can just get his body to be a little bit more stylized. I've been trying to push my shapes a little bit more. Been really working on that, so can experiment and see how that all works. Let's see. Not only does Kathy know spoilers, she knows the newest spoilers. She does. Gotta interrogate them. JK. If you do that, you will get a winky face. That's it. Thanks for protection, Cat Huang. Hello, Cat, fellow indie comic lover. You'll get a heh from me. Trust me, guys. You don't want to spoil it. Did I ever tell you guys about how Avengers Endgame was spoiled for me and how frustrating that was? Actually, I had Avengers Infinity War and Endgame spoiled for me. Both of them. It was so frustrating. What in the world? Okay, let's there we go. Yeah, I was and if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame, it's been literally like 3 years, so or 2020, yeah, 3 years now. So yeah, it's not my fault anymore. But basically, what ended up happening first time, um, I was at Target with a friend of mine, and I was in the checkout line and looking at a magazine with all the Avengers on it. And he just looked at it and he's like, man, that's crazy. Dead, dead, dead. And just pointed to all the characters. Man, I was so mad. I'm still mad to this day. You can't recover from that. That's like the second highest grossing movie of all time. And you only get to experience that kind of thing once. And he spoiled it. And the next one was actually worse. Because I lived right next to a movie theater a couple of years ago. I was maybe 5 blocks away, and I just walked there. And my roommate had some friends over, and he had this loudmouth buddy of his who was so annoying. And he was like, hey, man, so what are you going to do for the rest of the day? And I was like, oh, well, I'm still going to go see Avengers or something like that. I haven't seen it yet. He's like, bro, you're going to love it, man. Tony Stark dies. I resist the urge to hit people. But that was one of those times where the urge was so strong that I had to literally leave. I was like, you know what? And I just walked. So when I'm in the theater, I'm just like waiting the whole time for him to die. It ruined the experience, I got to say. It was still a great movie, but it ruined a lot for me. I'll never recover from that. My moment of shame. And he didn't even apologize for that either. He just kept talking. I was like, bro, if you don't get out of my face right now. Yeah, it was cold-blooded, y'all. It was cold-blooded. Do you guys have family or friends who do that stuff? They just spoil things, like, kind of intentionally. Like that second one especially bothers me the most, because I literally said I was about to go see the movie and then you spoil it. Like, what is the purpose of that? If I ever see that guy again, I hope I spoil a really good movie for him. My little brother got spoiled on Endgame on his birthday by his older brother. Oh, that's brutal. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's literally what my big brother did, but this is his birthday cake. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. My twin brother spoiled that Snape killed Dumbledore the day the book came out. I haven't forgiven him, pure spite. You know what? I had this classmate. His name is Charlie, and he had this shirt that said Dumbledore dies on page 596 or whatever. He's like, I just saved you 6 hours and $40. Okay, I don't know what to do with this other hand though. What do I do with this other hand? Guess I could do like this. So this morning, Clara was asking me what I was going to do on my live stream, and I told her I was going to make a Shadowboxers poster, and she's like, "Oh, who's going to be on it?" And I was like, "Oh, Javen's going to be jumping off a skyscraper," and she's like, "What?" She was like, "Oh my gosh, what in the world is this?" And I said, "Don't worry, he'll be fine. He's got powers. He'll be okay." My sis spoiled a significant character death in Terry Pratchett's final book that was published posthumously over text. I don't know that story, but I'm sorry that happened to you. My mom spoils stuff all the time, but she also doesn't care about spoilers herself, so oh, that's brutal. Janet says hello Janet, thank you for coming on. Where's the stickers? I'm still waiting. Yes, I'm still waiting too. They will be made. They'll be made. Don't worry. I know what I want to make as stickers though. I'll show you that here just to hold you over. Hold on, where's my folder? All right, I definitely want to make stickers out of these like chibi versions of the characters. Like, I think that would be a cool sticker. It wouldn't be the background, the blue background, but it would be the Ishnu, the character here, Javen, Kayla, then Atana here, I think those make fun stickers. Oh, yeah, we got a seam as well. What else is here? Those are just the files, I think. Yeah, so those will be stickers, and then probably gonna make some of their actual like adult versions, like these guys, but with like action poses. I just have to actually sit down and do them. Okay. Just testing to see, because the leg looks too weird on the sketch, but it also doesn't look right in this version. So I'm just kind of trying to figure it out. Foreshortening is tricky with these types of poses, especially because I don't have a reference. That's the thing. So I'm making this up as I go based on what I know about the human figure. I ordinarily don't recommend this, but considering my situation, I mean, I'm sure I could find a reference like this if I really, really tried, but I'm just kind of winging it. I'm kind of winging it. I'm just gonna trust that I know enough about human anatomy to pull this off. And thankfully, it's still in the sketchy phase, so I don't really have to worry too much. Ooh, it's not the right brush. Let's see. Jordan, I know you're not a huge Harry Potter fan. Did you know that for the last books, people got spoilers and ran around with megaphones yelling them to the people waiting in line at the bookstore? No, I didn't. That's horrible. Oh my gosh. That's awful. Wow. Let's see. No, man, I'm away from my skate friends until I go back to school. Atana is my girl. Yes, and you did some awesome fan art, which I thank you for. Wait, matter of fact, can I show it? Hold up. Let's find some fan art. If you guys don't know, I have a Shadowboxers Instagram page. It's just shadow.boxers, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys are on Instagram. But yeah, check out that art that Megan did. Freaking awesome. I love it. I love it. And oh, that reminds me. I forgot to show you the surprise, that a surprise thing. So we're about to go into a blast from the past a little bit. I found these drawings I did when I was at RISD in my sophomore year, and I had to make a series of like pastel environment drawings. And this is like the early version of Shadowboxers. Like this is what Javen used to look like from the rear view, but he always had his big hair and the hoodie. Even the rolled up sleeves, like it's funny because his design didn't change that much, but it's so much more refined now. But yeah, these are when I was 19, I think I was 19 years old when I did these. I don't even know if any of them will really work based on the story right now. Somehow, for some reason, I was into Easter Island type heads and all that. This one could still work because I just need to switch it to Kayla because Kayla's got a hoverboard. But the rest of these, actually, this one might work too. But the rest of them, I don't know. I don't know what these bottom three are going to be doing, or even this one on the top left. But yeah, I thought that'd be fun for you guys to see. It's actually on my Instagram, but I posted it back in 2014 or whatever. So you'd have to do a lot of scrolling. Have both legs behind him like he's free falling. Behind him. Oh. What do you guys think? Should I change the pose entirely to make him free falling like Amanda's saying? What do you guys think? Kathy says, yeah, Megan. Amanda says, whoa, Megan, that's great. Dang, I haven't even seen this. Yeah, I honestly forgot about it. I honestly forgot about those drawings. Those were some late nights inhaling chalk pastel. Yes. She knows. She was in my class. Kathy was in my class when I was doing that. That top left one is really cool. I think I could still technically use the one from the top left. But yeah. Man, this is so frustrating because there's so much more energy in this first sketch than this one. Okay, guys, don't hate me. I'm gonna try again. because I have to get the pose right on this. I really do. If it reads as flat and non-actiony, it's just not going to work. I want it to feel exaggerated, fun. Okay. Forgive me for 1 second. Let me just sort this out of my head before I start talking again. Okay, there we go. I have his hand stretched out that way. That's cool. And then I guess his. No, I don't like that. Maybe. And I can always turn him a little bit if I want to. Like tilt him like that. I can always do that. That's easy. What's not easy is this pose. This is one of those real action-packed kind of things. I think his head's too small too. Yeah, there we go. See, this is the thing about drawing live. I think everyone, myself included, is so used to seeing like everyone's perfect stuff on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. You don't really get to see all the back and forth, but this is how it really is. This is how I make decisions. I draw, I get rid of. I draw, I get rid of it. I draw, I get rid of it. So for anyone who feels like that's part of their process and they feel bad about it, don't let it be. Don't feel bad about it. This is how everyone does it. We're probably just better at disguising it. Manette says free fall. That's the Spider-Verse thing. That is true. Nah, leave it. Oh yeah, no free fall. Too Spider-Verse. Couldn't fix the furnace. We just got it fixed too. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That's unfortunate. Really, really sorry. Okay. All right. So I think this is kind of okay. It's getting there. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's okay. Man, maybe I should have just stuck with the sketch. Yeah, that feels action-packed to me. That feels better. He just like, yeah, that's kind of dope. Stretching out his foot out here. You know, I actually spent a lot of time yesterday downloading scripts to study. One of the scripts I found, actually, I found a bunch of them, but I found Spider-Verse, I found No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, I found Forrest Gump, The Incredibles, Black Panther, all this really cool stuff. It's really fascinating to see how much was in the script and how much is like the artist's interpretation. Like, for example, some of you guys, I hope most of you, if not all of you, have seen The Incredibles. There's a scene in the movie where Bob gets back after he's tried to save people from the burning building, and he sneaks in the house, and Helen's there, and they're arguing. And then at the end of the argument, she goes like, "This is not about you," and stretches up really, really tall. That moment where she stretches is actually not in the script. I was so surprised to see that. I think that was an artist's interpretation right there. So yeah, it's really cool to see how that works. Oh, Megan caught me. Megan says drink. Okay. Well, I got my smoothie here. I hope that counts. Man, I still can't believe we turned this into a drink. You know, it's crazy how much I actually mentioned those two on these streams, because if it weren't for the drinking game, I don't think I would realize how much like I really do it. Like I actually have to actively think about filling up my water bottle before streams start, specifically because I'm gonna get cornered into saying it somehow. Either it's by you guys when I read your comments and you have me say that, or it's for myself. Oh snap! Who is on here? Seth, what's up, buddy? A lot of the scripts can change after board so that animators can go back and check what the action is supposed to be. Yo, Seth and I go back a long time. He's a storyboard artist. Are you working at Warner Brothers right now? Where are you at, man? You gotta let the people know and post your social media so people can follow your work online, or even get updated after animation sometimes. Amanda says, "You knocked down a building." Yeah, it's a classic moment right there. Of course, he found the Spider-Man scripts. They're not hard to find. First of all, they're not hard to find. Someone should keep a tally on how much you mentioned Spider-Verse or Avatar. Okay, when I read the comments, does that count as like the drinking game? So Seth, you're new. I don't think you've been on the stream before. Basically, the goal, the thing is, I mentioned Avatar and Spider-Verse so much that we turn it into a drinking game. But because I don't drink alcohol, and two, I don't want people dying, we decided to make it a hydration check. So every time I mention those words, you try to drink water. That's our goal. Amanda says, "Jordan, every time I drink now, I think about Avatar or the Spider-Verse. It's had a reverse effect on me now." That's hilarious. That's so fun. Yo, dude, how's it going? I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Just, trying to do what I like for a living, And as far as someone keeping a tally, yeah, you guys feel free to take a tally. All my live streams are still up. If someone really wants to be dedicated and like go through it, I would be very surprised to hear how many times I actually mention those projects. I'm not going to do a drinking game for Shadowboxers because then I'll probably just I probably drown myself just by drinking water. All right, so let's see. Let's get cool. Let's get those fingers out. Yes, Seth, bro. I haven't seen you since Lightbox. We got to catch up, man. I'm going out of town the next 2 weeks, but when I come back in January, we got to sketch together or something, man. All right. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, that's not too bad. Maybe that leg's a little thick. Let's bring that back here. Yeah, I think that's cool. Let's save that. Seth says, yeah, stay hydrated. Super important, right? Might be a little too hydrated with how much you mentioned it. I know, right? It is possible to overdose on water. Same. Haha, yeah, let's do it. Where are you going, Jordan? I am going to drive up north. I got invited by my cousin to spend some time in the Bay Area. And then I'm going to Phoenix right after. I have a convention to go to and going to be driving there. So that should be fun. That should be a fun time. All right, so now I got this. I'll draw the clothes on Javen. Let's get his full body on here. I'll be honest, I practically memorized his outfit by this point, but like he's not a hassle for me to draw anymore. Some other characters are. I'm actually thinking of redesigning very slightly Aletha and Atana. Not so much where you wouldn't recognize them, but just like simplifying them because there's so many details, and I kind of dread it because it becomes too challenging. So you guys might see some updates there. But Javen, I think, is good to go. Javen, he's fine. Asim might get one or two quick touch-ups, but yeah, but especially those two characters are gonna need it. If I'm gonna draw this, them a bunch of times. Okay. Always drawing through your shapes, guys. Super important. I think that jacket's too short. I think I made it kind of cropped. Let's make it actually go to where it's supposed to go. there we go. There we are. Okay, there we go. And then let's get his leg. He's got his sweats here. Yeah, this is already much better than what I was doing last week. I'm much happier with this. Okay. Then we got this right here. I'm sad I'm not in the Bay right now. We can't meet up, take some footage of you at the convention for a video. It's not it's a convention for my church. I don't know how exciting that's going to be. It's not like art or anything. You might end up hating the beads on that necklace though. Maybe, but it's actually pretty simple. There's only like 3, like if I look at it really closely, it's just 3 little circles. It's actually not so much a problem when it's like further away. But we'll see. I might end up hating it. Who knows? I might do a slight update to the design. Because I did these character designs like 3 years ago at this point. And my understanding of things was slightly different. And not to say that I dislike these designs, but I do think I was a little complicated for my purposes, partially because I was trying to pretend like this is for a game and not for an animation. So I remember actually getting cornered, like people would look at my drawings and be like, "Is this really for a game, Jordan?" I'd be like, "Yeah, totally for a game." But yeah, you guys know the truth now. I got my diploma; they can't take it back. So yeah. I hate when I'm drawing and my Apple Pencil dies. That is a terrible thing to happen. I hate when that happens too. I just got back to the Bay Area from Boston. I'm going to Palm Springs tomorrow. Oh, Palm Springs. I've actually never been there. I've heard that's just incredibly hot. I imagine it's probably not right now because it's December, but yeah. Next time we do a stream, let us know how Palm Springs was, because again, this is going to be the last stream for 2022. And what I'm also really happy about, it seems like the whole crew is here, like all the regulars, everyone's here. Even Ginger Self was able to make it, which I'm super happy about, even though we make fun of you for thinking Taylor Swift is better than Michael Jackson. But that's beside the point. We still love you. We still love you. All right, let's see. Put this here, and then say it's arm or not, hand. Probably just do that or something. Keep it real simple. Yeah, there we go. And then, ooh, question. Should he have his hoodie on or off? Like if it's off, it would be swaying in the wind like this, but if it's on, it would probably look something like this. I personally think it would look cooler if it was off, but what do you guys think? Spiral folds on his jacket. And then we got this design connected to the shoulder right here. And then we got his necklace. Okay. What, really? No more streams? She is. Wait, what did I wait? She is what? I'm so lost right now. I see these comments long after I say something, so I'm lost. What does she is mean? LOL. Oof. I'm planning to go live on my channel sometime this week. I'm actually preparing for it right now. Hey, that's awesome. That's a rough take. What is a rough take? Now I'm really confused. Off. Oh, are we talking about we're talking about Taylor Swift. Okay, now I got it. Okay, now I understand. She is better than Mike. Here's the thing. I have respect for Taylor Swift, although I never listened to her music. I think she's probably a very fine person. But musically speaking, it's kind of hard to beat Mike. I'm just saying. Personal life aside, just the sales, the impact, the fact this impact was before the internet. I mean, come on, that's kind of, yeah. I'm sorry. Let's see. And one thing, Taylor Swift actually is better than MJ. She's alive. Oh my gosh, that's so cold. Dang, man. All right, we got Squishy C in here. Hello, Squishy C. I don't think I've seen your comment yet. So hello. Off is better. Off. Taylor is better than Michael Jackson. Oh, we have this fight every stream. Yes, we do have this fight. I just need you to do me one favor, Ginger Cell. Just bring me like one piece of like really conclusive evidence to show that she's better. Just one thing, whether it's an album sale, more concert tickets, and you can't use like how many songs have been streamed, because that, again, Michael Jackson was before the internet. That's not even a fair contest, and I'm still think he would win. But give me one piece of evidence. If it's a personal opinion, then that's very different. That's very subjective, and I can live with that. But yeah, you're not gonna win this fight with me. I'm just letting you know right now. Mark of our day one, being a mod, and I already want to abuse my power to put you on timeout. I'll put myself on timeout. Y'all are funny. We have fun here. This is great. I think I told you guys last time, but there was someone who came in here. I think Kathy blocked him and they said, why do blacks always draw blacks or black people or something like that? And I was just like, bruh, that's kind of racist. That's a little racist, don't you think? Like, all you had to do was say black people and not blacks, and you would have been so much better off. But Kathy blocked it before I even saw it. So yeah. I don't know how to promote someone as a mod on here other than just being a mod. So Kathy, I appreciate you for that. Jerry Sill says, I'll prepare the PowerPoint. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Prepare the PowerPoint. We'll have to do, you remember, were you on for Art Prof Crit Clashes? Did you ever have that? We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll collab. We'll boost our channel's views. Both of us can win. Oh, Jordan, you were frozen for a sec. Oh, okay. Sorry. Seth says, gotta dip out and help Laura with something. Have a good one, Jordan. All right, man. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate you, dude. Let's catch up soon, okay? All right. Enough of the debate. Let's draw some more. Let's draw Javen. I might have mentioned this before, but actually, Javen's design is partially based off Michael Jackson in one particular area, and it's his sleeves. The rolled up sleeves is totally a Michael Jackson thing, especially the Thriller era. Yeah, the Thriller jacket sleeves rolled up, Beat It, Billie Jean, same thing. And I totally was like, you know what? I gotta pay homage somehow. So that's my little homage to Mike, the greatest of all time. That's for Ginger Cell. All right. I will say this though. I don't think Mike always made the best decisions. There's a couple things I'm like, bro, you should not have said that in interviews. And I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna go over well. Anyway. Kat says, I also have to dip out. Hope I can come back before the stream ends. Yes, please come back. We need you. Help me get those watch hours. And like the video before you guys go, please. I have watched the Crit Clashes. Okay, then you know. Of course, hit me up anytime. All right, man, for sure. Bro, I was just watching the Bob Ross Crit Clash. That was funny. I forgot about that one. That one was hilarious. At the time, so when we were doing those, I guess it's fair to me to say, because we haven't done a Crit Clash in a while. I think we've retired those. But she would always let us pick. Clara would always let us choose the position we wanted. And I was like, I'm pro Bob Ross. Like, have fun debating me on this one, Clara. This is going to be fun. And fun fact, I was actually supposed to do the stream on Kim Jong-gi. But my internet died on me the same day. This is before I moved to LA, and I didn't actually have my own internet service. It was, I was using my landlord's upstairs, and it just died, and she wouldn't let me go up and fix it. And so I had to cancel, and it was Eloise who had to replace me. But apparently that's still one of our most watched ones, and everyone's just like commenting on it all. And I personally like Kim Jong-gi's work. I think he's dope. And may he rest in peace. But yeah, that was always really funny to me. That was always really, really funny. Okay, so let's get that. Okay, I think this is all going to be glowing too. And then his pockets might be a little long right here. All right, and then Javen's gotta get the face right. I think Javen's a rather charming young man, but he's a bit of a risk taker. He's a bit of a daredevil. I certainly would be jumping off the building like this. But this is what he does. This is what he does. This is what he does for fun, you know? And when I finally release it, you'll find out why. You'll find out why. Okay, let's get his hair here. Manette says, waiting for the Terry Crews Crit Clash. Now Prof. Lou has discovered him. I'd like to see her be on the negative side, though. I don't think we've done a Crit Clash in a long time. I don't know if they're ever coming back, unfortunately. I'd have to ask Clara, but they're definitely not on the first list of things we're going to make. And in another universe, the Showboxers theme song will be done by Taylor Swift. I don't know what universe you're talking about, but it's not my universe. Hashtag not my universe. Ginger said, I'm going to dislike the video until you admit Taylor is better. Are you... Is this some sort of blackmail or something? Or bribe? What is this? I don't like lying, okay? I really don't like lying, especially on my live streams to you guys. I'm a massive Taylor Swift fan, but it's more for personal reasons, so my opinion is going to be more subjective. That I can appreciate. If you like her for subjective reasons, that's totally okay. But Ginger, so you're getting in trouble because you're like trying to say this objectively. That's the problem. It's totally fine if you just like her more. It's okay. Claire, Bob Ross is no good. Me, I'm sorry, I don't speak wrong. Yeah, pretty much. My painting professor said he doesn't think that Bob Ross paintings will look that good in person. I'm not sure. I think he's dope. I mean, imagine if I could paint that fast in 20 minutes. Like, that's freaking incredible to me. And it's not like he's using Photoshop brushes or anything like that, or any cheats or photo bashing. He's just going straight in. I think he's incredibly skilled. Now, I do think his paintings are a little bit campy, but I don't think he was trying to create the most magnificent things. I think he was just trying to teach people to paint, and just have fun with their craft. And that, I think, is worth more in the long run. Okay. He's jumping that one. I don't like the way this hoodie is right now. Let's keep trying. There we go. And then I gotta find a facial expression for him. What is he doing? Oh, this is the bad one that I didn't like? Yeah, okay, we're deleting that. Okay, let's see. What face is he gonna have? Probably gonna have to frown a little bit because frowning faces are cool when you're an action hero. His nose. Wait a second. What was the face I gave him right here? I kind of like this face. So let's just let's move you over. Move over. Move over. All right. Then actually his hair is a little big here. Oh, wrong layer. Wrong layer. And then background a little bit more. Okay. All right, let's give his face a little less chisel. He's still got a little bit of baby fat on him. I think I made it too sharp. I jumped off a castle once. I jumped using a rope. I was scared. I would be scared too. Jumping off a castle is pretty extreme. Seriously, I want to make sure I won't put any bad points on your guys' record, but I totally want to be a tyrant putting y'all on timeout left and right for insulting the king. That's right, Megan. Do your job. You got this. It seems like you G. Wait, what? Like I'm G? What does that mean? I don't get it. Bob Ross is like Mr. Rogers. They both just tried to teach and make people happy. Happy little trees. Yep, for sure. I think they were talking about. I saw something on Instagram. It was like the holy trinity of like wholesomeness, and it was Mr. Rogers, Bob Ross. Who's the third person? It might have been like Steve from Blue's Clues or something like that. Like I really can't remember. It seems like you just want to use your timeout power. Well, that's what happens when you disrespect Michael Jackson on my stream. He's such a mysterious guy. He's so calm in the videos, but then apparently he was a military guy, and there were theories that he was a serial killer. I still watch his videos to sleep, though. I don't believe he was a serial killer. I never heard that one before. I know he was a military guy. I do know that for sure. But serial killer, that is pushing it a little far. I don't know what I was thinking with giving Javen this weird hairline. I think I was trying to mimic Phil Barassa drawing. Okay. And then let's say right here, that's too long. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how to make this look more interesting. And quite honestly, I like the way this jacket looks. Maybe I'll just mimic that. Let's just let's get rid of this actually. I'm trying to resist the urge to just copy and paste it, to be totally honest with you guys. I mean, technically I drew it, so it's not really cheating or anything, but yeah. Oh, that's right, the pattern on the pants. Let's figure that out. Oh, wait, wrong way. It's supposed to be like this. Need more smoothie. Ginger said, I just want to feel important. Let me have this. No, it's Steve Irwin. That's what it was. Okay, Steve Irwin, Bob Ross, Mr. Rogers. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. LeVar Burton reading Rainbow. I accept that as part of the Trinity. Well, now we have more than three. That's not really a Trinity anymore. No, Manette. Steve Irwin is the best. He's the Michael Jackson of wholesomeness. I think it was Steve Irwin because it was all dead people. And I was even when I said the Blue's Clues guy, I was like, I feel a little unsure about them. I can't remember who the next guy is. I'm not debating that, but if we're talking kids shows, and I think they all were on PBS at one point too. Yeah, if we're talking about dead people, I think that Steve Irwin definitely takes that above Steve from Blue's Clues. Although you gotta love Steve from Blue's Clues, though. He was awesome. Did you guys see that video he did relatively recently, the last like year or so, where he just like, "Hey guys, I know I left so abruptly and blah blah blah, but I just want you all to know I'm super proud of you and you've all come so far." And I was just like, "Steve, why are you trying to make us cry, bro? Like, what's up with that, man? I thought we was cool. I thought we was homies." Used to love that show. Nick Jr. used to be really cool back in the day. I actually thought Blue's Clues was way better than like Dora the Explorer. Because I thought Dora was fun. It was a bright world and everything. But I got irritated the fact that she never freaking turned around. I was like, come on. Like, really? Really? You can't. She's like, where's the giant exploding lava mountain? And she just wouldn't turn around. It's like erupting right behind her. It's like, come on now. This is freaking frustrating. But with Steve and the Blue's Clues gang, I can understand that because the clues were on the other side of the thing. Like, they couldn't see it. So I was always okay with that. It always made sense to me. Hot takes with Jordan. Or hot takes with Joe McFell. What am I looking at? Oh, that's right. The shoes. I wish I had Javen's shoes. Can you believe it? I'm jealous of a character that I designed. He's got a cool haircut. He's got the cool shoes. He's got powers. He's just all around better. He's just better than me in every way possible. Okay, let's see. Think. Oh wait, no, this is incorrect. I just realized that would look more like this. Yeah. So this is what character turnarounds are for, guys. This is exactly why we have these. All right, and then I might scale down this hand just a little bit. Okay, let's change the music up real quick. Let's see. LeVar Burton is better than Steve Irwin, to be honest. I'd kick Steve out. I only found out about LeVar Burton when they were trying to do a Kickstarter for Reading Rainbow. I had no experience with him other than that. Megan, how could you? And by the time I was an adult, take a look in a book, Crocodile. So for people still alive, I vote LeVar Burton. Bill Nye, who would be the third? I don't know if I like Bill Nye very much, to be honest with you guys. I never thought he was that great. Dora is dumb, but Dora taught everyone Espanol. I mean, I don't remember much Espanol, so she didn't teach me that well. But she taught me how to turn around. Betty White. Wait. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Jordan, please don't delete the red drawing. I still think it looks great. Thank you. You know what? I actually haven't. I think I might make 2 versions of the poster, and just see which one looks better. We'll see. Swipe or no swiping. Dora Estonta. Y'all make me feel old. I was too old for Dora and Blue. I have Barney. See, I know Barney. I remember Barney. I don't remember any of his friends' names though. Barney and Sesame Street. I didn't watch Blue's Clues and Dora either. We also didn't have cable. I don't know what channels those were on. Blue's Clues and Dora were on Nick Jr. or Nickelodeon. Barney and Sesame Street. Sesame Street is the bomb. And the Muppets. There's, you guys know the Corn Kid, right? So the guy who goes around interviewing them, he talks to all these kids, and there was one kid he would just ask these questions to, and the kid would just respond, "Manamana." He's like "Manamana" for everything, and then he just starts singing the song. Do 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 do. You guys know what I'm talking about? You guys know the Manamana song? It's freaking great. One of the funniest things I've ever seen. And it's so simple. And these little pink flamingo things just giving him a freaking death stare. Because the whole concept is he just goes like "Mana do 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 do," and they're singing in the background "Mana do 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 do," and then he'll just start doing his own thing, and he's like "Mana, mana, mana, da, da," and then they just give him this look like they're about to strangle him. Oh, I love that stuff. I may have a beard, but I'm a kid at heart, guys. I'm a kid at heart. Okay, that feels a little better now. He's got a big old ear. Yeah, I might do two versions of this because I still do like this drawing a lot. But all right. Oh, what the heck? What happened? Why is it on a different layer? Oh, okay. Well, there's that. All right, let's try vector layers now. Let's see if we can get something going. I'll use my is it Real G pen? Is that the brush that I want to use? Okay. Moment of truth, y'all. Typically, if I get his face right, I don't really freak out after that. But I'm gonna do this in a vector layer because this is 11 by 17, and if I decide to ever make it bigger, then my life will be much, much easier. Let me just name it ink. Actually, could use this as a reference for how I want to do this. You know what? Both of these guys look pretty cool. Maybe I'll just give Javen a twin brother, just for the sake of it. Shadowboxers is changing its whole storyline for this drawing. In case you guys didn't know, Javen's actually an only child. Just like me. I have no siblings. It comes with some perks, I'm not gonna lie, but now it kind of sucks. Sometimes I want to be like, "What's up, brother? How you doing, man?" Or "What's up, sis?" But every time I say that in real life, it's someone who's not biologically related to me, which I guess is fine. But yeah. Okay. Face might be a little wide. Oh, you know what? Since we're using the vector layer, let's test this out. How do we do this? What is the tool to correct and fix the line? There we go. Oh wait, actually that might look good because I'm trying to do more than just that. Javen's got these sort of diamondy eyes. I'm gonna cut out a little bit of chin here. I always like when the lip. What the heck happened there? Do I have my vector eraser on? Yep, that's what it was. I always like kind of when the mouth pokes out a little bit further from the rest of the face. I always find that fun. All right, now his chin's too big, but I can fix that in a second. Farmer Fox says, gotta go, but we'll try to tune in when streaming kicks back in next year. All right, thank you for coming. Happy New Year, Farmer Fox. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Happy New Year, all that fun stuff. Let's see. Manamana. Let's support and appreciate Manamana guy. He's ahead of his time. He's a visionary, but the pink system is keeping him down. Curse you, society. That's awesome. I don't. Manamana guy? What? Evil twin brother. Dun, dun, dun. My mom recorded a bunch of cartoons on VHS, so I grew up on random episodes of Sonic Is this Sonic X? Is that the show? Sonic X? I love that show. Cows of Mumessa, dinosaurs, and Cadillacs, tailspins, and the second half of the magic paintbrush. I don't even know what half of that stuff is. At least you don't have a brother that will spoil out of spite. That's true. I don't. But my mom was the one who spoiled Infinity War for me because she was so frustrated when Black Panther died, which is, in retrospect, very ironic. But yeah, she's like, it's so disrespectful. We just got him in the movie 3 months ago, and now he's just dead. And yeah, so that takes on a whole different meaning now, that conversation. So my twin passed out from being overheated. She's okay, but I'm like, why are you wearing a heavy hoodie indoors? Oh my gosh. Sorry to hear that. I'm glad she's okay though. Sheesh. That happened today? Farmer Fox, you're going to want to tune in. Some cool things happening in 2023. Yes, Megan knows, because Megan knows all the secrets. She was dancing in a hoodie I made for my anxiety. It was weighted. I told her it wasn't for her because it was a test make. For sure, one last thought on old shows, Art Attacks. Gotta go. Okay, I don't know what that is. I gotta go right now as well. All right, Ginger Shell, make that PowerPoint, and we'll just see how you do in 2023. Let's see. I'll give you. That's like 3 weeks. You got 3 weeks to come up with some hardcore evidence about Taylor Swift being better than Michael Jackson. That's not subjective because you put yourself in that corner. Happy New Year. It was nice to hang for a bit. Bye, Jordan. Bye, Ginger Shell. See you next time. Didn't someone earlier mention a twin too? How many twins are here? I have an identical sister. Oh, wow. You have a twin too, Amanda? I didn't know that. Yeah, I think it was Sonic X. Yeah, Sonic X was dope. I love the theme song where it's just like super, like, what's the word? Super hyper all the time. He's just like, go, 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 Sonic! It's just great. Being 8 years old and seeing that is a whole different experience. Number one, Sonic! They actually have a new Sonic show on Netflix. I want to check it out. It actually looked pretty cool. Okay. Now, the one thing about this poster is that Javen's pretty far away. He's not super up close, so I can kind of get away with not making it as clean as I normally would, but this is actually not looking too bad so far. The lines are going to have to be thinner than normal, though, unfortunately. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, please like the video so we can get the algorithm liking me. I don't know if you guys have noticed, my subscriber count has gone up quite a bit. I think in the last, let me check my analytics because I don't want to misquote it, but let me see. Yeah, the last 28 days I've gained 109 subscribers for the channel, which is super awesome. I never get a chance to, that's never happened before, except for the day I announced my YouTube channel. I got 225 subscribers the very first day when we announced it on Art Prof, and you guys came in full swing and support, but this is the biggest jump I've had in that time period. So yeah, we're trying to get that to increase, guys. So please like the video. Not liking this line right here. Can I select it? What do I do that? Yeah. There we go. Oh, these lines are nice. I like Clip Studio's line tools. These are great. It's so slick. So maybe if we all get our twins to watch, we can double Jordan's view numbers. Yes, exactly. I like your thinking. My twin isn't very nice. A bit like Ursula from Friends. I don't think it would be a good idea for the stream. Do I know Ursula from Friends? Is that Phoebe's sister? I'm trying to remember. No, not Sonic X. This one aired from 1990 to 1992. I think I was too young to remember, but since we had the VHS, I count as growing up. Is that the one with Jaleel White voicing Sonic and he's obsessed with chili dogs? Maybe that's the one that you're thinking of. Um, I have the DVD set now. My sisters gave me for Christmas one year. My twin and my twin and I are day and night, but like I said, she's okay. I just wish she listened. Yeah, I understand that. I just got my sis on Art Prop because she started making jewelry and is looking into selling, so I may be able to get her on here. Probably not for the whole stream because, unlike me, she has a life. Oh man, Ursula is her sister. Yes, Phoebe's sister. Yes, with Jaleel White. That was such a weird casting choice. I wasn't even alive when they made that decision, but I don't know if I would have made that decision. Like Steve Urkel being Sonic. Like really? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. And all their little morals, like, okay, guys, you have to make sure you don't lie. Like all those cheesy 90s morals. Or, okay, the moral itself isn't cheesy because I don't think lying is good. But the way they presented it, it was like way too heavy-handed. It was like, okay, guys, we get it. Like there's always the episode on like gun control and gun violence and stuff, or gang violence. And it's like, okay, it's like every show has an obligatory episode dedicated to that. That just doesn't really fly today. Like I was talking with someone earlier about just the way sitcoms were done back then with the laugh track and how cringy that would be now for most shows. Like the system is just different, you know, like The Office, Modern Family, like they just changed the game to me. Fun fact, my classmate in high school, her dad's the one who created Modern Family. Or he's at least one of the co-creators. Maybe it was like a partnership. I can't remember. Okay. Yeah, I really like this line quality. This is excellent. Don't diss Sonic. I'm not dissing Sonic. I like Sonic. I just think Jaleel White is a weird choice. Dang, Jordan got the hookup with a showrunner. Go be her best friend now. I haven't spoken to that girl in like 11 years. I actually went to school with a lot of kids like that. Like if I told you all the people I went to school with or the people they were associated with, I don't know if you guys would believe me. I mean, I'll share, but again, I don't know if you'll believe me when I say it. Let's see. Okay, let's get this arm. It's also not even super important anymore because I don't like talk to them. You know, it's been a long time. Although next year is my reunion, maybe I'll be like, "Hey, you got $50 million you want to give me?" We were cool, right? I lent you my pencil. It's an even trade. I lent you my pencil back in 6th grade. And now you can give me $50 million to make Shadowboxers. We both win. Okay, so I'm just going to lightly indicate that since that's not really going to be a major focus. Gotta pick and choose with things to put in. Jordan's been converted to the Clip Club. You know, it's getting better. It's getting better. I never disliked Clip Studio Paint, but there were just some things I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing because I'm so used to Photoshop. You know, after using it for how long have I been using Photoshop for? 12, 13 years, something like that. I was a teenager for sure when I first started getting used to it. But yeah, suddenly switching over and not knowing where anything is just a weird feeling. You know, it's like, you guys ever be in a situation where you move, like move houses, and suddenly you have to like rearrange all the stuff you own and you don't know where anything is anymore? It's kind of like that. It's like, I purchased this. I appreciate this, but it's just gonna be weird for a little bit. But I think, with the exception of like any sort of environment digital paintings that I do, I think Shadowbox is pretty much going to be exclusively on Clip Studio. Um, and what I do like about this too is I could start in Clip Studio and then, or start in Photoshop and open the file up in the other programs so that I can get more comfortable with the tools or whatever. I really like that freedom, that ability. Okay. Let's get that pocket in here. We got someone who's back. What's up, Kat? My twin and I are planning to apply for exhibition in our local art council next year. Wish us luck. Good luck. That sounds exciting. Good luck. I'm glad my sister and I have been able to reconnect over art over the years. We've grown apart and back together and back and forth. It's nice. It's nice we have something in common again. That's really cool. I'm glad that that you guys are getting along, at least at the moment, it seems. I still paint in Photoshop. I really like their brush engine. Clips is very hard for me to work with. Yeah, I don't fully understand Clip Studio's like painting stuff, but to be fair, I also haven't really worked with it, so maybe I'm speaking too soon. Have you used Adobe Illustrator before? It's a total different beast for illustration. I have used Illustrator, and I like Illustrator, but I don't have a purpose for using it for what I do. If I was to make a really graphic image, then that would be different. But the logo for Shadowboxers was made in Illustrator, so yeah. Yeah, she and I are into crochet, cosplay design, and plan to do crochet ball gown as our exhibition work. Oh, that's cool. I'm here. Hey, what's up, Dragon of Envy? Appreciate you for coming on, or Dragoon of Envy. Forgive me. Just in the application, awesome. I can't stand Adobe Illustrator. It's so different. It is very different, but it is what it is. But we both have comic on side. You post on Instagram or anything? Yes, we do. Okay. Let's see. Truthfully, guys, I'm probably gonna edit this drawing a lot off camera too. So, because if I only work on this stuff, on the streams, this stuff will never get done. But yeah, there's a couple things I'm seeing. I'm like, I could fix these shapes here. I could fix that there. By the way, Kat, how goes class? Tell us, give us all the deets. When does your semester end, by the way? I don't know if I asked you that. If I did, forgive me. You can answer it for other people. Okay, I'm gonna switch up the music one more time because I was trying to get bored. What did I do before? Let's try this. All right. I can't stand Illustrator. No hate to people who use and like it. My workflow in Illustrator equals do everything in Photoshop and import it into Illustrator as late as possible. Yeah, I'm kind of the same actually. I think my sis and I are pretty solid now, and I'm the one came up with the idea for both my sisters and I to do video chats and work on art craft projects. We try to do at least once a month. That's really cool. I like that. I really like that. Um, it's a really good tool for graphic design, but definitely not good for people who like digital painting. No, I would never recommend Illustrator for someone who's trying to digital paint. That would be torture. Love me some Illustrator, but it's not for drawing. Thank you, Kathy, for giving us that info. Because yeah, she works in Illustrator what like 95% of the time at this point. Classes went really well. I taught two classes, and I'm so grateful for two fantastic groups. That's awesome. Good for you. That's dope. I mean, wouldn't Illustrator work best for vector rather than raster? In my opinion, it'd be better for a collage-like style. Yeah, I mean, that's Clip Studio. Illustrator is better for collage stuff, right? Collage stuff or anything that's not like trying to draw like what I'm doing right now. And technically, these are vectorized lines, but I would hate life if I decide to try doing this in Illustrator. It's actually there. Does it actually exist on the drawing? Yeah, it does. That looks so weird. Okay, let's back up. This is really awkward. This is one of those things I would prefer to like work on by myself, but you know, and not stream, but it's gotta be done. Someone's gotta draw it. Let's see. Okay. All right, there we go. It's looking good. Let's get the rest of his shoe. Get the tongue of the shoe sticking out. Clip Studio does vectorized lines. Yes, it does. Does Photoshop do that? As far as I know, it does not. So the way you do vectorized lines, you see down here at the bottom, you can see it says new raster layer, but right next to it, the one with the cube option, it says new vector layer, and it's super cool. Like they have the, I'm not gonna go all into it, but they have like the vector eraser tool, which I think is awesome. They have ways you can just select different things, which makes life way easier. So yeah, Photoshop, as far as I know, does not do that. And quite honestly, like, I mean, Photoshop is industry standard when it comes to animation and stuff like that. Like, I don't think you're gonna walk into a studio and be using Clip Studio Paint. But I think it's already, I can say it's a far superior app or program for drawing and doing the stuff that I want to do. Maybe not painting so much. I don't know yet. I haven't tested it out. And quite honestly, I'm not even the biggest painting fan in the world. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Here's actually a great example of the beauty of rasterized lines, is I can just do the or not rasterized, vectorized lines, because I could just take the vector eraser like this and be like, bam, it just erases all of it. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. Like I think it's built for efficiency. Is why I like Clip Studio. It's super efficient. It's a pain in the neck to figure out where everything is, but I actually literally programmed the entire thing to be as close to Photoshop as possible. I don't know what the original buttons were. I just didn't even bother. I was just like, whatever's closer, give me that. There we go. Vector eraser. Oh wait, let me start up here. Clip has vectorized lines, but it doesn't work like Illustrator at all. It won't export as a vector image properly, and it does have a pixel component. Vector eraser equals chef's kiss. Oh, it's so great. What's the point of a vector eraser or vectorized lines if it doesn't export as a vector image anyways? I think, well, I'm pretty sure you can at least resize. I mean, you could resize the image to however you want. So that's one benefit. Two is the efficiency. Like you just saw me use the vector eraser. But as far as what Megan was saying about the pixel component and all that stuff, I'm not sure. I never tried printing it. I'm legit teaching a class on Illustrator next semester. Oh snap! Oh snap! Go on, flex, Kathy. I see you, girl. My twin and I roommate, she's graphic design, and I'm fashion, but we have decided to collab and do the art exhibition because our mom showed us the ad from Facebook for our local art council. We pulled art from her comic, and it was like a crochet, and I was like, heck yeah. Let's see. The color store for the outfit probably plays. Sorry, I'm talking a little bit less, guys, because I've actually been talking the entire day. My voice gets a little tired sometimes, so if I skip through some of the comments, forgive me. This is actually my third stream of the day. I did one with Art Prof earlier this morning, and then I did a 2-hour workshop, and then this. So yeah, Sundays are actually really busy days for me. Believe it or not. Okay, I think the hand is in the necklace. There's only 2 things left. Let's check out how I drew the fingers. Is that one? Is it that one? There we go. Let's see what we got so far. Hey, not too bad. Not too bad. The head might be a little small. But I can always fix that a little bit later. Or no, forget it. I notice it now. Let's fix it now. what I typically do, I think I've even shown you guys on a couple of streams, is I'll take a red pencil or something like that, a red brush, and I'll just go over all the things that I think are mistakes or that I could fix to make it a little bit cleaner. I might do that for this. So I didn't realize we've only been streaming for an hour and a half. Like, we're not even close to ending this too. So then let's go up here. Skip the necklace. Because it's so small, I don't really have to worry about the depth of it or anything like that. I just have to make sure I get the general shape right. Although I could use a flat on design. Hold on 1 second. Need to pull up a reference. Oops. Okay, 1 second. Almost spoiled something there. We're good now. Okay, I just couldn't remember the shape right here. Just a diamond. Okay, and then we'll just do yeah, see, I don't think the beads are going to be that difficult, Megan. I think we'll be okay. They're just little circles. And they're all like the same color, so it should be fine. Although I can give this a little bit of thickness. Get rid of that. Come on. Not liking this hood right now. Let's make it a little bit thicker. And then this is also not flat like this too. Okay. Sorry, I haven't looked at the comments in a second. I'll check in a minute. Just want to wrap this up. Okay. All right, let's check back in. Jordan is a powerhouse. 3 streams. I know, right? It's exhausting. It's kind of exhausting, but hey, that's what you gotta do if you want to live out your dreams, right? And they were all drawing related too, so it's all good. Who excited for Sunday next week? I just finished wrapping up the last of the gifts. Oh, that's awesome. I want to see some buildings, Jordan. Give the people what they want. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Well, we have to do that too. I want to see some buildings too. Not gonna lie. I mean, wait. I'm excited because I haven't been roped into working that day yet. The holiday pay is nice. I mean, I guess since it's just me asking, it's not give the people what they want, it's give the person what they want. Well, you know what? We are pretty much done with Javen anyway. So yeah, I think his powers are going to come at the end. I don't really need to do that now. So yeah, let's work on some buildings. Let me pull up my references. I pulled up the whole Pinterest page for it. Okay. All right, now where is that layer? Is this it? Okay, there we go. So I might even reposition Javen later on so that he seems even higher, like he didn't just jump off this ledge. I kind of want him to feel like you don't know where he came from. And then what are all these? Oh, these are just all Javen sketch layers. Let's make a group of these real quick. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, no, I did that. I don't understand, but okay, and let's color that blue because that's my boy's color. All right. You asked for the buildings. We're going to draw the buildings. All right. So what I'm doing real quick, I'm looking at some references, just Afrofuturism buildings. Now, admittedly, I gotta be very careful because a lot of this is from Wakanda. Like this is Wakanda. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Black Panther. This is Wakanda. And then this one is also Wakanda. So that's where the trick comes in. And it's unfortunate because there's so few examples of Afrofuturism really working in buildings and stuff. And like if I were to say European or medieval fantasy, there would be tons of stuff. But because I say Afrofuturism, it suddenly gives me like 2 results. And so that is the challenge. But another one, it was Coming to America sets or set locations. Let's try that. Oh, that's creepy. That's weird. But they had a very nice Afrofuturism feel too, with some of the clothing and the buildings. Okay, maybe let's type in Zamunda. If you guys didn't know, that is the country that Eddie Murphy is king of. That's very Photoshop, but amusing nonetheless. Man, there's really nothing here. Not giving me anything. All right, Wakanda. So let me pull up my Pinterest with the environments. Environments. Okay. All right, let's do this. So this one I actually want it to be round, so let's turn that off for a second. So I'm just gonna rough it in. That's my concern right now, is just the rough. I'm not gonna do a nice, sharp, clean line right now. I feel really dumb for just putting this logo right in the middle. I don't know what's in here anymore. It's like, what the heck is that? But I love this perspective grid thing. This is another reason why I love Clip Studio, because of stuff like this. Like that's one of the reasons I don't like doing environments so much, is because I don't want to have to plot out all the perspective. But if you could just do this, I mean, man, it actually, now that I know this exists, it actually makes me think about taking perspective classes in school. Like I just wonder how many students actually use Clip Studio instead of, because we were allowed to use digital, and I didn't have Clip Studio at the time, so I didn't even know about this. But it makes me think how many people actually did the work they were supposed to. All right, so, geez Louise, what was this building supposed to be? Oh yeah, I have no idea. Okay, this is an example of someone who needs to be blocked. Can I do that from here? I don't know if I can. Can someone block this, please? um, um, so few examples means you're going to be at the forefront. That is true. That is very true, and I'm excited about that. Maybe look up some African architects. There are some really cool buildings. I have a whole uh, Pinterest folder with all this, but it's still kind of tricky for me. David Adjani's work is pretty cool. Oh, let's look him up. I've never heard that name. David Adjaye? Adjaye? Ooh. Oh, snap. He did the African American History Museum. Okay, I've been here. Yeah, his work is dope. Really, really cool. What I notice is there's a lot of natural forms. There's like a lot of curved shapes everywhere. There's an example of something I saw. So here's some samples in my Pinterest folder. Like this would be cool. I'm trying to find what would exist in this world, like as a skyscraper. Like, ooh, this is actually really cool. It's actually the right perspective. Let's steal it. I'm gonna steal it. All right, how do I do this? Let's turn that back on first. And this is a great time for the vector eraser to exist. Oh shoot, it's not a vector layer. Whoops, okay, I guess I can't do that. Okay, we're just using raster. Gonna raster it up. Everybody was Let's get some lines at least to help show that. I don't know what this building would be. Maybe I'm just making up stuff for fun because I can. I'm allowed to. You know what I should do? Let me look at some of my other sketches that I did for environments too. That'll give me something to go off of. Doesn't Photoshop also have a grid? I think they have a grid, but the thing is, like when I put the ruler on, it makes the lines fit the perspective for me properly. Like it doesn't, like I don't have to fight for it. Like if I do this right now, like this, I'm actually moving my hand left. I'm not even moving it down when I do this. It just automatically maps it. You can see there. And you know what else I found out? I didn't know this. I just found this out today. If I take the rectangle tool and I use the grid lasso tool and I have the perspective thing on, look how it makes the grid. Isn't that crazy? It just automatically warps it to the right perspective. That's freaking insane. I have no purpose for this right now, but it's so cool. Okay. Let me find my sketches. There we go. Wait, I have more. Where's my other stuff? Okay, this will have to do right now. Sorry, I know you guys can't see what I'm looking at. So let's get, oh, wrong thing. Let's go back. Get a little bit more thickness here. Again, I'm just sketching this out really roughly. I'm just trying to see what I can do for this here. There may be some some shape up here. That was lazy. Okay, I'm just gonna make up some funky stuff. What this means is anybody's guess. Maybe it's just a cool pattern. And here, I always liked doing this stuff like this, like making these roofs kind of have this strange top to them. I don't even know what to call it yet. This one's probably just a regular skyscraper. Although it would be cool, actually, if the buildings were a little round. I don't think I've done that. Let's see what that would look like. If I just soften that curve a bit. It's like the Apple Store designed us. Like I said, the organic shapes makes it feel a little futuristic. But the shapes have to be prominent, that's the trick. This might actually be a little too tall. Yo, that is dope. Will be great for filling in big areas for painting. Good job, Clip. Dang. Yeah, it's cool, right? I just discovered it today. Well, apparently David Ajacinci proposed an inverted skyscraper for New York City. It looks like it crashed from the sky. What? Hold on. Let me look this up. What inverted skyscraper? Is this it? Whoa. That's so cool. I would never step foot in that thing. Is this in New York? Where is this? You said New York. I guess there's no font lines there as far as I know, so I guess it's okay, but still, that's pretty insane. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Looks like a giant satellite, like, crashing down. But that is really cool. That is so cool. Big nope from me. I know, right? OMG, autocorrect. It's proposed, not made yet. Oh, okay. That's a very big difference. That is cool though. I'm not gonna lie. That's cool. Okay, let's see. Mark, it's been a while since I saw your comment. I didn't even know you were still here. Okay. Let's take this off for just a second. You know what? This thing is distracting. I don't like it anymore. Maybe for another poster, but I don't like this. And this is why I love the grid or the perspective ruler. It's so awesome. We can make it so that these connect, maybe. Oops. Let's get rid of this too. And maybe, should I make another small building down here? Wait, does this perspective thing still work? Oh, it does still work. That's awesome. make another. Let's find another cool building to mimic. Ooh, this one's cool. Let's get that in. Oh, darn it. I hate drawing on the wrong layer. No wonder it was still working. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, okay. No, guess it still does that anyway. Goodness gracious, I did it again, didn't I? Okay, I just need to lock this layer, apparently. It's like the ocean, fun to look at, not to be. That is funny. I lost my internet for like 30 minutes. I just got back. Oh, well, welcome back. I'm sorry that you got caught up. Now you know how I feel. Tech issues, but it's not me this time. Fingers crossed, right? Sky bridges. I love sky bridges. Yeah, those are cool, right? All right. So this is what we got so far. What do you guys think? Should you think I need this extra building to add something to the foreground or nah? What do you think? I'm not sure how I feel. I think the value. I think it would depend on the values, maybe. When I colored it in. Then I also don't like that those are the same height. So let's take this and just slide it on down or up. Should I move it up? Nah, let's move it down. I'll fix the whatever perspective it needs. Oh, didn't need any fixing. Great. Great, great, great. I like it. I also think you should add some silhouettes of buildings behind those two, since it in my scenario wouldn't be the drawn out. You could go further with the shapes. That is true. So I was actually just thinking about that as well. So let's do a light gray for these. Let's do that. Yeah, cool. What shapes can I do? Let's again reference silhouettes. There's some really wacky shaped buildings on my Pinterest right now. Whoa, look at this. That is crazy. It's like that scene in The Matrix where where the helicopter crashes into the building and just like wobbles, you know? That's what that looks like to me. With a nice lawn. This U-shaped building. This is cool too. Is this a person jumping off? What? They're on a tightrope? That's fresh. Ooh, this feels futuristic too. Let's do that. That feels futuristic. I think we could squeeze a little area for it here. Let's get that shape here. So I just watched a new show this week. It's called Wednesday, based on the Addams Family. I'm curious, has anyone seen that? That was a wild show. It was really funny though. I thought it was really funny. she's just she's just the strangest character. Everything goth is taken to the extreme, like 200%, and it's really really funny how absurd it is. Um, I just saw the behind the scenes of the Zootopia City, and it was so cool. So that's all I can think about right now. I haven't seen Zootopia, but I do know it's a good movie. So the fact that you compare it makes me feel good about myself. Never saw The Matrix. What? That is a classic. That's one of those must see movies, especially if you are on the internet for any length of time. People make references to it so much. OMG, I love that show. Okay, Jan, what did you think of Wednesday? Like, what were your favorite parts? I and without spoilers as much as possible. Um, yes, I think we discussed it a couple weeks ago. So glad you finally watched Wednesday. Did we talk about it a couple weeks ago? I don't actually remember. I just saw it. People talking about it a lot on TikTok, and I was like, oh, let's check it out. I like the twist. I like the twist in there. They threw me for a couple of loops. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, how do I do this? How do I mask this again? What was the rule for masking? Oh, it was erasing. That's what it was, right? Yes. Right, just to double check that. Yes, okay. That was it. Okay. And I actually don't like this top of the building right here. I feel like he's too closed in, so let's cut that out. Give him some air. We can move Javen over a little bit. Yeah, I'm probably going to go over this again, just really tighten up some of these decisions. One of the key things that I've been really trying to work on is like the way I draw my shapes. And there's a couple places where I'm like, oh, that could be a little bit more, that could be pushed a little bit more, that could be a little bit more extreme, all that stuff. Actually, there's something I want to experiment with on him specifically. Let me try something. Taking a little break from the buildings just a second. I've wanted to test out what it would look like to have like these thick black lines in some areas. I don't know if they'll all make sense necessarily, but yeah, I kind of like that better actually. So maybe I'll make some thick black outlines in the comic in some places. Whatever makes it look dynamic. Oh yeah, I gotta fix those fingers, all that stuff. Yeah, that already feels cool. Yo, everyone, what's up, Christian? My former student. You're officially done with my class. What's up, buddy? Thank you for coming on. You missed the Ginger Cell came on, and we were talking about Taylor Swift and Michael Jackson again. And we assigned her a task of creating a PowerPoint stating the objective reasons as to why Taylor Swift, is better than Michael Jackson. And I said, if it's a subjective opinion, that's totally different. But objectively speaking, can she prove that? And we were joking about doing a YouTube video on it at some point. We will see how that all goes. All right. I think this is kind of cool. Is this building too much, guys? Should I lower that building? Make it feel more open? I feel like he's stuck. Like he's about to run into it like George of the Jungle or something. to change it. Oh yeah, that does feel a little bit better, actually. And if I raised him up a bit. Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm kind of feeling that. I'm glad that I missed her blasphemy. That's hilarious. I've been using thick red lines around my characters recently. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's really helpful just for correction and stuff like that. But yeah, I kind of like this composition. And then here, let's test this out too. Let's pull in the logo. It's not what I wanted. There we go. I don't know. I placed it on the bottom before. I guess again, it depends on where the values are placed. But what if you just walking on the logo like a really cool guy? Hello, Christian. You also missed me pointing out that Taylor Swift is objectively and subjectively better at living than MJ. Yes, you did. And we almost blocked you for that. To be fair, though, Michael Jackson is like 25 years older than Taylor Swift. So let's see what happens when she turns 50. I'm not wishing anything upon her, but just saying. Just saying. All right, so let's now we got these buildings in. Okay, is there a way to just make that easier? I don't know. All right, let's get vector layer going. Let's do a green. Is that gonna work? Maybe not. Red. Blue, maybe. Okay, let's do blue. Actually, I could do this, right? Yeah, there we go. Can you guys see why you get timed out? We can't say that for sure until she passes him in age. Yeah, see, yeah, until she passes him, she's still got like 20 years. By then, I'll have long forgotten about this conversation, I'm sure. But yeah. All right, let's pull out the rulers again. So, Christian, how does it feel being done with the semester? Are you not as stressed anymore? I still have to do y'all's grades. How that looks. That's not looking right. Let's take that back. I don't know what I was thinking. It's wild because I know the perspective is right because the machine's doing it, but it doesn't feel right. Okay. Now this is the fun part where I could just draw all these straight lines and not have to worry. Perspective is going to have to change the way it's taught, considering how this tool works. They're just going to have to make it real simple for people. Because again, that's always been my thing with perspective drawing, is just how long it takes to set up these doggone grids, and I hate it. That's exactly the reason I avoid it. But with this, I'm like, oh, okay, nice. Because I can eyeball it, but it's always like slightly off. I guess that's probably a reason why I should be doing it more, but I got things to do. I got a whole universe to build. Matter of fact, after this stream, I'll probably be writing for Shadowboxers again. Okay, I gotta leave for real now. It's getting late on the East Coast. Bye, Jordan, everyone. All right, Kat, thank you for coming. Appreciate you, homie. I shall remind you in 20 years. Okay, do that for sure, man. At some point, Taylor Swift will be just as good at being dead as MJ. I think that's something everyone can excel at. This is so dark. Oh my goodness. Jax gave us an extension on our final portfolio to Tuesday, so I'm not quite done yet. I've been sleeping a ton this whole week, though. Yeah, I believe it, man, because it's a brutal program. I understand. Okay, regarding the Wednesday show, I really just like Jenna Ortega's acting. I didn't really know anything about the Addams Family before. Yeah, I think she did a great job playing that character. And I also liked how they added the snap twice thing. I won't spoil it for you guys, but there's a bit of a motif or a pattern in the show how they bring that in. And if you don't know anything about the Addams Family, their theme song is like do-do-do-do, 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 and you snap twice. So I thought that was a cool little thing. But I like the characters and the twist. Yeah, part of me wants to watch it again just for the twist, because I always like watching things twice, like immediately back to back, so that I can the first viewing is always kind of obligatory, right? You have to watch it first. But the second time, I like to see if I could have predicted certain things based on what they showed. Like there was one show I watched called Clickbait, I think. And it's a really unique show in how they format it. But the thing about it is you could not possibly guess who the killer was in that show. It was actually kind of frustrating. And I was like, because what they do is they make it, they write it in such a way where it seems like every character could possibly be the culprit. And that's a lot of fun, actually. I really like how they did that. But at the end, when you finally figure it out, it's just like, what the heck? Like, that wasn't even in the right, like that's not even close to what was happening. Like you didn't give enough hints. You know, that's the stuff that irritates me when it comes to mysteries. Like I need to see, like in retrospect, could I have gotten this? You know, they did the same thing in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, where they were like, Lucius Malfoy snuck the diary into Ginny's cauldron or whatever. I'm like, that was in one scene, one time. All he did was all you saw was a couple books. It's like, it's not enough of a hint, you know? I'm ashamed I never got a perspective class in college. That is pretty sad, actually. It should be a standard, right? A perspective class. Yeah, it does need to be standard. But I mean, what are you going to do? I think it's a balance, because I benefit a lot from stuff like drafting and doing stuff by hand, but it's just not how people actually work. Yeah, like it's one of those things where I think it's necessary to learn, because you get that pencil mileage and you start to understand things more. But when you're actually working on a big project or something where a deadline's coming up or on a live stream and people don't want to see you plotting stuff, it's just impractical. I think there's usually foundation classes like drawing, painting, and sculpture, and in them you learn perspective then. You have to teach both, and I think matching characters to 3D or program gridded perspective is so important. You need to do crazy reps to get good at that. That's another good point. When I learn 3D, we'll start doing some more on that, because I would like to incorporate 3D into Shadowboxers. So I went to Lightbox, as some of you guys know, and I saw this group, or this company is called GadgetBot, and they're making this webtoon. I haven't read it, so I don't know if it's any good or not. But what I thought was interesting when they were in their talk, and spoiler alert, it's going to be a spoiler for me too, but they have obviously this kind of anime aesthetic with the characters, but all the backgrounds are done in 3D. And the reason I think it's so cool that they're doing that is because they are a game studio, and they're also making a game for it. And so they're literally able to reuse all the assets that they've made for the backgrounds here, and they're going to put it into their game. And so it's just really, really efficient. It's probably not the best display of their backgrounds, but let's try first episode. Let's see if that does it. Okay, I guess they're just thanking people. Where's the next chapter? That's a cool poster. How do I get to the next chapter? Oh, is it this? Oh, there we go. The menu was hidden. Okay, this is not the best place for backgrounds. I just don't know which one to click on because I don't know this comic like that. Let's try chapter 4. Surely chapter 4 has backgrounds. Yeah, there we go. Like, look at that. They're going to reuse that somehow. I think that's brilliant. I think it's brilliant. The one thing that bugged me about Wednesday, anyway, was that one character was so much of a red herring that it was obvious that character wasn't the culprit. That makes sense. Yeah, I was like, this seems a little too easy. And then also that switcheroo for the woman character, that also kind of messed me up a little bit. There were 2 or 3 of those actually, but that was also a little weird. And also the main villain at the end, his powers, where did they come from? It's not a major spoiler, guys, but like I didn't understand that at all. Things can be taught, but not as well. As an art teacher, I feel strongly about how to teach it so people use and like it. Yeah, people need to like it. I think that's the biggest challenge, right? I'm also not the biggest fan of the love triangle or the design of the monster. Yo, the monster, oh my gosh. That thing looked like the freaking honeycomb guy. Oh my gosh. Like, if for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the honeycomb cereal, tell me, those of you who have seen it, tell me the monster didn't look like this guy. Tell me he didn't look like him. It was so uncanny. It was just creepy. That actually made it creepy. The fact that it was so uncanny, but like the big old eyes that they gave him, I was just like, ugh, you know. But it certainly scared me. I will give you that. It scared me, but not for the reasons I think they wanted to scare me. Like the Demogorgon is scary, you know, like this guy right here. This is scary. It's cropped, or not cropped. It's yeah, but that's a terrifying monster. I would not want to see that coming towards me at all. He doesn't even have eyes, right? Oh, sorry. Janet, same. I ship Wednesday and Enid, but love them as friends too, so don't really care if that actually happens. Jenna Ortega came out and said that she actually wouldn't mind that ship. I don't really have a preference, so I don't really care. Does this perspective tool allow you to draw ellipses in perspective? I don't know. Maybe. That's a good question. Do you or have you read the Avatar comics? You did that on purpose, didn't you? You did that on purpose. All right, hold on. I'll answer your question. I have read The Promise and The Search. I actually have both of them in my desk. Or not my desk, what am I saying? My bookshelf. But it's been a while since I read them. I got it for my birthday, which was in January, but I never read them. But this is something I actually want to show you guys something that I thought was cool. I went to the bookstore and found this. It's kind of cheesy, but there's a reason I got it. Avatar Screen Comics. So this is book 1, and it's episodes 6 through 13, right? And so it's literally just a shot-for-shot retelling of the show. But the reason I like this because, or that I got this, was because I'm trying to think about Shadow Boxers in terms of a TV show, and I wanted to get an idea of how many pages it took to get that whole episode across if you're doing 22 minutes. So that's why I bought that. I was hoping I would find the very first episodes, because I find that the first episode of any show typically has, since you're introducing everybody, those are the things that people are going to remember. So I think the storyboarding would probably have been better for me to look at and study. Yeah, I hope they give some background info in season 2. Why does it seem like y'all are too excited about Taylor's death just to prove a point? That was so long ago. I'm not excited about Taylor's death at all. All I said was that Ginger Cell's got to prove it to me that she's better. Um, that's him. Okay, and it did bug me how well done everything else was in that the monster they came up with. Yeah, it was just weird. It was weird. I liked the character who was the monster though. That was a really good twist, especially at the end when they made the confession. I thought that was cool. Jordan Ship equals Jordan and Zendaya. Yeah, I like Zendaya. I also like Haley Steinfeld. And who else? Megan Good is always going to be in the list. No matter what happens, she's always in that list. Yeah, there's a couple others. That honeycomb guy was always a little disturbing. It was the bug eyes. Like there's something up with that. But yeah, the monster from Wednesday. That's kind of what he looks like. Should I show you guys? I guess I can show you guys. It's in the first episode. Wednesday monster. I should probably do this because there's all these characters that might spoil it. Yeah, look at that guy. Doesn't he look like the honeycomb monster? I mean, come on. It's just kind of ridiculous. It's like, ugh. Get away from me. I don't even know how we got on that tangent. All right, let's get back to Shadowboxers, shall we? By the way, guys, in case you didn't know, there are going to be monsters in Shadowboxers. There are going to be monsters. I'm not going to go into specifics as to what they are or how they operate, but there are monsters. Oops. Let's get rid of that. So, just based on how everything's going right now, I don't think I'm going to color this at all. We'll probably just get through like at least a solid background and character. What I think I'm going to do is probably draw and correct this on my own. And then when I come back in the new year, we can finish this up. If Photoshop decides to cooperate, maybe we'll like paint it or a little bit or something. I don't know. I'm a little scared to use Photoshop in all honesty with these streams because it's already unpredictable enough. But at the same time, it's still kind of necessary. 3D modeling is so hard. I was using Blender and it was really frustrating. To be fair, I learned a lot. I learned it in a short extracurricular class, so I might like it more if I spent more time learning. Yeah, it's hard for me too. I understand. Megan Good has had me in a chokehold my whole life. Yep, bro. When I was 10 years old and I saw her in Roll Bounce, I was like, "Who is that woman?" And she's still just as fine as ever. I actually thought the monster would be a Wendigo. Given what the monster is named after, I would have expected a much different design. Oh, I don't know what a Wendigo is. I thought you meant he looked like the honeycomb cereal, and I was thinking that was kind of a neat shape idea. Wait. What? I thought you meant he looked like... He does look like the honeycomb cereal guy. It's just the bug eyes. Like that's the thing they have in common, the small face around it. Are you looking at mythology for your monsters? Find any good ones? I feel like the Japanese mythology has the best, creepiest monsters. I have... Well, since my world is based in African world or Afrofuturistic world, I've actually taken inspiration from that a little bit more. So because it's something we don't really see very often. I'm not saying I won't take inspiration from like something from like the Japanese monsters or whatever, but I don't think like... Here, let me find a photo reference to exactly what I'm talking about. Just give me 1 second. And yes, I'm not showing it on screen for a reason. Like this right here. There's something like really creepy about that, you know? Like it's just unsettling in a way. And I think that we haven't ever seen anything quite like it. So I'm taking inspiration from those types of things. We gotta find something else. And obviously giving it like wonky proportions and things like that too is going to be fun. But let's see. Okay, here's some more examples. I'm not saying these people are creepy, by the way, but what I'm saying is like there's something about it that's slightly unsettling that I think is really, really interesting to tap into. Like, look at that. With the big old teeth and eyes and stuff like that. There's something to it to me. So yeah. I did not know that there was a mascot for that. You're talking about the honeycomb cereal guy? Probably because they got rid of it. They're like, this is scaring our children, and we can't have them do that. No, I thought you meant that he looked like an actual honeycomb cereal piece that you eat. Oh, I see. No, that's not what I meant. Wendigos from a Native American folklore says that there were once people who resorted to cannibalism out of necessity, but gained an appetite for humans and turned into monsters. That is horrifying. Okay. I figured you were taking inspiration from African mythology. It's not something I know much about. I've learned a bit more about Japanese mythology, and they have so many creepy monsters. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's sort of like what Megan said a little bit earlier about sort of trailblazing with the Shadowboxers Afrofuturistic buildings and stuff. I'm really interested in that. I'm interested in doing things differently, right? Like I want people to get used to being different, or get used to Shadowboxers being a little bit different. And so I figure if I'm going to create this project, and especially without a big studio head or something like that, then I'm just going to have fun with it. I'm going to make it the world that I want it to be, and I don't think people have seen it before. So yeah. Let's see. Okay. Oops. No, that's not what I wanted. Aye. Okay, I gotta admit, it is a little annoying that the tool switches on me all the time. I need to find a solution for that. I think I just have to get rid of the shortcut, maybe. Because every time I press the P button, it just messed up, and that is off center. Let's try that again. Still off center, but let's do this. Let's just disguise by making the line thicker. Right? That's only sort of cheating. We Africans lost most of our stories with colonialism. The stories used to be passed down orally, and unfortunately, most of the storytellers were X'd out. Yeah, so that actually is very sad. First off, but again, it also allows me to play with a lot of different things. Like there's so much freedom in it. So yeah, Kathy's got the right idea in mind. They'll get used to different. She knows what I'm talking about. They were canceled for real. Yeah, that's a different type of cancellation, right? You should do a stream with Design the Monsters. I was thinking about doing that, actually. You're not the first person to bring that up. Actually, Kathy was. And I think I will one day. What I can show you, I could show you one of the designs really quickly. Let's see here. Where is it? Oh, not that image. That image had all the writing on it. I was about to pull that up, and y'all about to figure out my story. Here we go. So here's my monster. One of the monster designs is called an Abaddon. Abaddon. So yeah, I kind of like this graphic look to it, with the glowy stuff here. I think it's fun, and there's going to be a ton of these guys, and they're all going to look very different. So yeah, but one day I think I will do that. You guys got a little sneak peek. All right, so I'm thinking maybe 15 minutes more or less on the stream, because to be honest with y'all, that smoothie y'all saw me drink was my dinner, and I'm hungry. So yeah, I know some people got work in the morning. I technically don't because my class is over with. But I do have to grade. But I don't have to get up early for that. Those are due Friday. All right. What was I doing? Okay, I remember now. So some of these had more curved surfaces. So let's adjust that. Soften you up. I kept this thing on. One thing I'm a little sad about is that I won't have access to Clip Studio or my Cintiq for the next 2 weeks because I'll be gone. So everything's just going to be paper and iPad. Like the good old days. Like it's like grad school again. I remember staying in the workshop labs till like 11:30 at night, taking the BART home, and then having to get up for class a few hours later until I bought a Cintiq. That was just absolutely brutal. But it was part of my development, yo. That's just how it was. Let's get rid of some of these lines. Don't need all that. Okay. And then let's curve these as well. Okay, so I think that looks good. I think I should probably make a ridge here. Wait, that's not it. That's not the line. I keep forgetting the wrong layer. Okay, and then let's get that vector eraser back on. And then, bam. Wait, that's not. No, I want here. There we go, that's better. Okay. Oh, Janet was asking me if the ellipse tool worked in the perspective ruler. Let's find out. It's the perfect time to test it after it saves. Okay, where's the shapes tool? Curve ruler, perspective ruler. Where are the shapes? Where's the ellipse? Oh, this must be it. I think it does work. Oh my gosh. I think it is working. What? That's so wild. Okay, Gal. It glitched out on me for a second. That's insane. Oh my gosh. No one's ever drawing ellipses again. Okay, is this gonna move though? Can I transform? Okay, okay. There we go. I mean, I could very easily just draw this in, but the fact that this is possible, oh my gosh. That is just bonkers to me. Let's expand that. And then there should be a way to thicken out this line, I think. Let's say brush size. No. shape. I know there's a way to adjust the thickness of these lines. Just not sure how to do it though. Does anyone know how to do it? I have no idea. Better be the best poster ever. That's a lot of talk for someone who just came on. Let's see. Lost like a Korra spirit. Really cool. Yeah, there was some inspiration from Korra in there. Colonialism ruins everything. I think a lot of people don't take into account how much art and stories mattered for cultures and what they taught people. And there's so much that we can't get back. Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better myself. I would also love a monster stream. Maybe that'll be the first stream of the new year. A monster stream for the first one? Maybe. Those late nights in college studios were brutal. LOL, I was homeless at one point in college briefly, and I'd sleep in my studio. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is harsh. That's the best part of the college experience. Oh my gosh. Arjaven, is that how you spell it? Yes, that is how you spell it. And Friends full-time heroes like Kipo and Friends, or Shadowbox is more of an Animorph type of situation. It's like Kipo. It's friends and friends going on adventures together, basically. But the adventures are like really, really. Let's put it like this: if it were real life, this would be way too much for some kids to handle. I'll say that. I loved Animorphs. I had to hide them from my dad because he would have hated them. Maybe I don't know what Animorphs actually is. Let's see. Oh, he said Korra drank. Oh, okay. To be fair, it was in the comments. I was just reading the comments. Okay, let's see. Signing off. See y'all next year. All right, Kathili. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate you as always. We're gonna wrap up the stream in a couple minutes anyway. I was just experimenting with these ellipses, and because this is where we're at right now. You know, this is where we're at. Obviously, the buildings can use more detail. I could put windows and stuff, but that's kind of boring. And I could just do that by myself. You guys don't have to be there for that. But yeah, this is where we're at. And I'm gonna adjust Javen here, and we'll give him some colors later on. So yeah, should be fun. I know you saw the Spider-Verse trailer. Of course I did, bro. I posted it on my Instagram, man. It's like, oh heck yeah. Oh wait, all right. I know, Megan. I know. Before Megan presses the enter key. Can you imagine how drunk I would be if I actually drank alcohol? I probably have to be sent to the hospital by this point. Okay, but for real, I'm really trying to figure out how you adjust this. Oh, there it is. Look at that. This is the cool thing. I wish Kat were still here to show about the vector lines. But yeah, this is what I was trying to do. Thicken those lines up right here. So it's this tool. What is this tool called? Operation. Okay. So cool. I should have remembered exactly what brush size that was. That is 0.83. That is 0.51. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Let's try that again. There we are. All right. Let's merge. Select the layers. Oh, that's cool. You can merge vector layers like that and it doesn't affect it. Okay, so I would need this one removed and that removed. All right. Yeah. And actually I should probably duplicate that. Okay, let's merge that again. And I could erase you, 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 and you. And now I'm confused. I just confused myself. whatever. We'll just do this. Oh, okay, I messed that up. So let's do this. Okay, then we'll just stretch you out because it's a vector. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing on the wrong layer again. That's why it's not working. There we go. Okay. That ellipse doesn't look right after all that. Okay, whatever. Oh man, what did I miss? Animorphs were a series of books about kids who encounter an alien and gain the ability to turn into different animals. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's definitely not that. Shadowboxers is not that. Animorphs, the book series, these 5 kids are given the ability to morph into any animal they touch. They fight these aliens called Yeerks, who are basically slugs that crawl into other species' ears and control them. All body snatchers like. That's disgusting. If the drinking game was alcohol, this would be very interesting stream, and you probably have a lot of work to redo. It would be, but I've never been drunk before. I don't drink at all, so I don't even know what that would look like. And that is another thing that's going to be an alternate universe that will not happen in reality. I think I've had a quart of water in this stream. I love this game. Yeah, this bottle is almost empty. There are 66 books in the series, and I've read them all twice, and I want to read them again because, yes, I am a fan. I forgot about the slug things. It's been 20 years since I read them. That's so cool. Here's to Shadowboxers becoming just as epic. Thank you, Mark. That's what I'm talking about. Shadowboxers. And one day I'm going to have hats for everybody to buy and all that. Actually, I was looking through my email, and I found something I got my mom for a gift. I got a picture of Javen on a giant blanket for her. It's him doing the breakdancing movie you guys have all seen, and she fell in love with it. It was the coolest thing. I didn't realize there were that many books. That series is also how I learned that get bored with most long series. Most are better off as trilogies. There are exceptions, just as Discworld. Is there a stroke tool? I'm sure there is. There's got to be. Because the ellipse tool is, right next to the line tool. I guess that's the same thing. Yeah. All right, so let's wrap this up. Yeah, somehow this doesn't feel right. I think this needs to be morphed a little bit more. But let's see. Actually, can I transform or distort? Mesh transformation. Oh, by the way, guys, so I sent Megan and Kathy when she was still here. Anyway, I sent Megan the updated sample of the outline for all 5 seasons. Megan, do you remember what you said? Because I was asking for feedback, and she was just like, "No changes, pure. It's just epic." She's like, "I have no comments for you, bro. Go for it." That was one of the best. Megan, you have no idea how good you made me feel when you said that. That was the best. Because Megan is the story queen amongst us. I learned a lot about story just from having conversations with her. Okay, this ellipse thing is not really working for me. I'm just gonna. This is where 3D would come in handy, I bet. Yeah, see, that was that was way faster. I should have just done that. And quite honestly, I think it's more charming when you have those lines that are that look a little bit more hand drawn. Like I might even go back in and change because these are vector lines. Well, speaking of vector lines, I might go back in and change some of these straight up and down lines just to give them a little bit more texture so that they have more character to them. Yeah, we don't need that. Let's just get rid of it. This here, let's give it a little bit of a push. It was something like no comments. I love it. And I'm very picky about what stories I like to the point of it being annoying, probably. Yeah, guys. So hearing it from her. So if you trust Megan, and hopefully you do, because she's awesome, um, you guys are in for a wild ride. You guys are in for it. But again, it's gonna take a minute because I want it to be done right. You know, if I don't have a studio meddling with my project or anything, and I also don't have their resources. So I want to make sure that it is done to the best of my ability with the vision that I have. That actually looks pretty cool right there. Let's do it. Let's keep it at that. Let's keep it a butt. Let's change it to a raster layer though. Can I convert this? I'm sorry, a vector layer. There we go. Convert to vectors. And we can merge that. And then yeah. Okay, so now let's just do a couple of these. Let's turn that on. We're about to wrap up, guys. We're almost there. Just gonna put a couple of these lines in that I'd indicated before. Because I gotta still eat dinner, believe it or not. I don't like eating this late, but it is what it is. Actually, wait, what am I doing? Why not just do that? And then I have the vector eraser, so I can always just use that. Okay, erase, get rid of you, and you. Yeah. And then never established exactly how far this building goes, but let's just say here. Jordan and I are talking about how to get you guys stuff while he works on the main story. Harass him about it so he works on it. Yeah, we are talking about that. We're thinking about giving you guys some cool goodies before the actual story releases, so you guys can get a sense of the world and all that stuff. Because I know you guys are excited about it, and I know you guys want to see and learn a little bit more. There's a lot of stuff we gotta do. So yeah, we're working on that. Because I also gotta put the website together. I got the domain name, and I'll give you that when I'm actually ready for it. But because there's nothing on the website right now, otherwise I would tell you. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting when that happens. But yeah, feel free to harass me. It's funny too because I actually do have people doing that already. There's this kid at my church. He's 10, and he asks me every single week about updates. And he's like, "Bro, where you?" He doesn't say, "Bro, where you at with it?" But he goes like, "Jordan, have you done any updates? I want to see some of this." Like he's like a producer. It's really funny. Okay, but I think for now we are pretty good. So this is what we got so far. So let's show the original sketch right here, and took that and stayed pretty close to it. We changed a couple buildings. Some of the perspective is a little bit different. Here on the sketch, I was just kind of eyeballing it, but the proper perspective apparently looks like this. So Yeah, and then we got Javen up here doing his thing, and then oh, just for the sake of it, let's add his powers real quick. Probably like something like that. Oh, and then obviously the logo. We'll place the logo at some point. I don't know yet. I don't know where yet, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Let's see. Cat is extra affectionate and sitting on my desk, slipped, and now watercolor stones are all over the floor. Oh my gosh, he's not a graceful cat. I'm sorry you don't have a graceful cat. My X-Men drawing might not be terrible. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. See, he has a lot on his plate, so harass him to do that specifically. The buildings look quite dynamic. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, but I thought you were talking about Art Prof Cat LMAO. Actually, I kind of did too for a second. All right, guys. Well, we've been streaming for about 2 hours and 50 minutes. I wanted to do a little bit longer today because this is the last stream of the year. So I already showed you what that looks like. But guys, thank you all again so much for coming onto the stream and supporting not only my channel, but my Shadowboxers project. Thank you for being so kind in the comments and leaving all your fun feedback and getting me hydrated. I really appreciate that. Anyway, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy New Year. See you all next time. And best believe 2023 is going to be more Shadowboxer stuff. All right. So I will see you next year. Peace.